Hello, Power Rangers Lightning Collection fans, and welcome back to Rangers of the Universe. I'm Chris, and today I'll be bringing you another Lightning Collection themed video. So, to close out 2022, I've been doing a bunch of Lightning Collection themed videos, giving my top 10 and just talking about the line in general. So, up until this point, I've done a video talking about versus packs, giving my top 10 wish list for 2 packs in the Lightning Collection, and then my top 10 wish list for just Rangers in general that I'd like to see in the Lightning Collection. So, today's video theme is going to be power-ups. My top 10 power-up wish lists that I would like to see in the Lightning Collection, such as Battleizers. That's a big one of it. So, up until this point in the Lightning Collection, all we've seen for power-ups, Battleizers, anything such as that, has been the metallic armor for Mighty Morphin. They have all 6 of them were Hasbro Pulse exclusives. So, up until this point, our only thing with power-ups has been Mighty Morphin metallic armor. And with the line going on its 5th year, I'd like to see, we do have the deluxe line now, so Battleizers in that, and just power-ups in general I think would be excellent to see. So, I'll be going over my top 10 on what I'd like to see. So first, in this video, I will do some honorable mentions that did not make my top 10, but are awesome looking that I would like to see. So, for honorable mentions, I'm going to go with Red Dino Knight from Power Rangers Dino Fury. I do like the Dino Knight armor. I think that'd be cool to see. It's a good power-up. So, I have the basic figure of it, but I'd like to see it in Lightning Collection form. So, that didn't quite make the list. It's about like at 11, but I would like to see that. And then another one I'm going to put is pretty cool Battleizer that I do like the look of. I'm not a huge fan of it, but it is a pretty cool looking one that I'd like to see how it's done in figure form. And that's Ninja Storm Red Battleizer mode. I do like the look of it, so it's something that I'd be interested in seeing in Lightning Collection form. Now, onto the top 10. So, in number 10, I'm going to have to say the Mystic Force Battleizer. So, I'm not a huge fan of Mystic Force personally, but I can't deny that the Mystic Force Battleizer does look very amazing. I do really like the look of it. I think it's an excellent looking Battleizer, and it's also a very powerful one. So, it is one that if it was brought into the Lightning Collection, I would definitely buy it because it is one of the better looking ones in my opinion. So that is one that I would get. And as said, for like the Battleizers and power-ups, these are types of things too where they can more focus on the design and weapons and everything like that because we don't need head sculpts. These are power-ups, so their main Ranger forms exist as well that can have the head sculpt. So yes, that is number 10, the Mystic Force Battleizer. Now number 9, I'm going to go with another Battleizer, Wild Force, the Animarium armor. So, I do have to say, I do really like this look of the Battleizer. You've got the falcon wings surrounding him and the Animarium armor just look to it. So I think it's a very good designed Battleizer. It was a good way closing out the Saban era to it, the original Saban era with that one. So, I do really like that Battleizer, and it is one that I would love to see in the line. I think it's a very great looking one, and I think it's one of the more popular ones. I do think it has that aspect to it as well. So, that is my number 9 pick. Now, number 8, it's another Battleizer. It's the T-Rex Supercharge mode from Power Rangers Dino Charge. So, I feel like this is a more unpopular one that people probably wouldn't have more on their list that they might be shocked to see. But, I'm a huge fan of Kyoryuger, and this is definitely, as you can see, I got the Kyoryuger Zords behind me on that top shelf. Yes, this is it's a cool designed one. He has the T-Rex center of it. It's got a cool design. And I do really like this Battleizer in the fact that I think it's one of the much cooler ones in the aspect that using the Dino Chargers, he can get the like weapons of the other Rangers' powers. So I always think that's awesome to see and an awesome designed one. Like it was great to see that in Kyoryuger, and then I loved seeing that in Dino Charge. So that does make the list. I'd love to see a toy design of it and see how they do with the sculpt of it. And you know, if we do get like, that's one too where think if we do get it, I'd love to see like our first accessories pack, and you could like snap on the different weapons he has, because we've seen, I mean, we've seen just about all the other Ranger powers with it. For instance, I mean, we've got Ankylo, Paka, Spino, Para, Raptor, Stego, Tricera. I mean, there's multiple pieces that you can have with it. So I'd love to see like an accessories pack also with it that has like all these different attachments that you can like plug into the arms. So I just feel like that would be a cool designed one. That would just be interesting to see how it's done with it and like what it comes with. So yeah, that is one that's on my list. That's in the number 8 spot of what I'd like to see. Now, number 7. From Power Rangers Ninja Storm, Super Samurai mode of the Samurai Green Ranger. Now, I absolutely love Cam. He is my favorite Ranger from Ninja Storm. I love the Super Samurai, the Samurai Green costume, the suit. I love that suit. And I love his Super Samurai mode. God, like, it is extremely powerful. And it's awesome to see that he removes the vest and then flips the helmet. And the thing is, I've seen a lot of people say, too, that they'd love just, like, a deluxe version of him or something like that that has the removable vest and another helmet. But more in my thing, I didn't put it in the 2-pack video, but you could always do the Super Samurai mode versus, like, Lothar and then just Cam regular. But also, just in general, I'd like to see I'd also like to get his Super Samurai mode and see that enter the line, because I do really like that costume, and it is one that I'd like to see. So, overall, that is my number 7 pick for power-ups. Now, my number 6 pick is SPD Battleizer. So, this is one of my favorite Battleizers. I do absolutely love the look of it. I mean, you have Sonic mode and Cyber mode for it. Now, it was close between this and like 5 and 4 area, but I do really like this. I'd love to see how they do it. You know, it'd be interesting to see if like they release it in Cyber mode and then there's Sonic mode attachment pieces, or if it's Sonic mode and you can removable pieces for Cyber mode. It'd definitely be a very interesting one to see, because as 2 modes, because there are the different modes that are very different. So definitely be an interesting one to see with it. And I'd absolutely love to see how they do with it. Maybe even maybe even make 2 of them. One in Cyber mode, one in Sonic mode. Yeah, either way, it's definitely one that I'd love to see in the line. I mean, the Battleizer is also, in my opinion, one of the most powerful ones with having 2 modes. And I mean, for instance, Sky, when he used it, he absolutely decimated Murloc. Like, he beat him easily with it. I mean, this is definitely a very powerful Battleizer, and it's a very cool looking one in my opinion. I'd love to see the sculpt, the design, what it comes with, and just how it's released in general. I'd like to see that in deluxe form. So it definitely is one that interests me, that I would love to buy and love to see at some point. So that is my number 6 pick for the Lightning Collection line. Now on to number 5. I'm also going to do this from Power Rangers SPD, Swap Mode. I absolutely love the Swap Mode suits. And I absolutely love those suits. I would love to see them in Lightning Collection form. Now, I'm going to say I would like this as a 5-pack. So all the kind of team power-ups, I definitely love to see more as 5-packs. You know, we have Swap Mode, Super Dino Mode in Dino Thunder. You've got Samurai has a few power-ups. Megaforce has their Ultra Mode. So you have these seasons that have all these power-ups that are ones I'd love to see in 5-packs, because you don't need head sculpts. You can just focus on weapons, blast effect piece, the sculpt, everything like that. And SPD swap mode is one that I would absolutely love to see. It was an awesome mode. You have the swap mode armor on them. The blast, they have the Delta Enforcer. They have the awesome helmet design where it has like the microphone on it. So it's definitely an awesome design to it. And I'd love to see how they do with the sculpt. You know, we do have a squad team, so they've kind of like done that sculpt before with the SWAT armor. But I'd love to see this in B squad with the awesome designed helmets. So that is my number 5 pick. Number 6 and number 5 are both Power Rangers SPD because SPD is an awesome season, had excellent power-ups that are ones that I definitely love to see enter the Lightning Collection line. Now, on to number 4. My number 4 pick is Super Mega Force Silver Gold Mode. So, I know the form isn't the most sleek or best looking design. Like, there's definitely ones on my lower on my list than this that have much cooler looking designs that would be seen. But I absolutely love, Gokaiger. Between both Power Rangers and Super Sentai, Gokaiger is top tier for me. That's my absolute favorite thing. So, I want the Gokaiger team itself, all 6 of them. Can't do that and not bring Super Mega Force Gold Mode, Super Mega Force Silver Gold Mode. That's definitely something I would love to add to the collection. You have the sleek gold. And I'd also be very interested in how it's done. Like, how the Power Rangers team would do the sculpt of it, because it has a very exquisite sculpt in the fact that it does have the 15, I believe it is, 15 previous 6th Rangers heads on it. So on the armor, you have the helmets of the 15 previous 6th Rangers before Gokai Silver / Super Mega Force Silver. So I definitely love to see how the sculpt would be in the armor. You know, if we'd get that excellent paint showing the, like, fully accurate to the 6th Ranger heads on the armor piece and just the sculpt and overall design on them. So that is definitely one I just love to see for the fact of just the sculpt in general and the painting, just to see how, like, accurate and excellent it would be. So that is my number 4 pick. You know, a big worry of that too is obviously none of it's ever the Power Rangers team fault, because they can't control what's done at the factories and how the accuracy is and the quality control issues. You know, that's not the Power Rangers team fault. They have it the way it is, and they can't control how it comes out with quality control at the factories. So something that would be a big concern of mine is because of how exquisite and critical the sculpt is for Super Mega Force Gold Mode, and you know, the paint is a big thing with all 15 helmets on the armor. I would be worried about quality control for that, and it'd definitely be interesting to see how it's done. So that is one that not only would I like to see for the Gokaiger aspect of it, because I love that series, I do love the look of Gold Mode, and I'd just be intrigued to see how it's done in general and the accuracy of it. So that is one I would really like to see in the line. So that is my number 4 pick of Super Mega Force Silver Gold Mode. Now, we're on to the final 3. So, for number 3 spot, I'm going to go with Power Rangers Dino Thunder, the Triassic Ranger. Now, I'm not talking about the Battleizer. The Battleizer look is alright, but, the normal Triassic Ranger look, you can't beat that. The Triassic Ranger suit is probably in my opinion, one of the best looking Power Rangers suits we've ever had. So it's definitely one I'd like to see. It definitely hits my number 3 spot because of just how insanely good it looks. And I'd love for it to come with the Triassic Shield just in Shield mode, and then in the Sword mode as well. It'd be amazing to see, and then just have the Battleizer in a separate release, because Triassic Ranger is definitely over the top for me and one of the best looking suits. So that is my number 3 pick. Absolutely love Donald Lunder. Absolutely love that suit. So Triassic Ranger had to hit the list. Now, number 2 and 1. These were very easy picks for me because it's Lost Galaxy. I mean, number 2 is the Lost Galaxy Red Armored Ranger. So, the second battleizer we ever saw in Power Rangers, the Lost Galaxy Red Armored Ranger. And it also debuted in one of my favorite episodes in all of Power Rangers, Facing the Past. So, obviously, I've said it many times before, Leo and Corone are two of my favorite Rangers ever. I absolutely love both of them. And this was a Leo and Corone-centric episode. So, it was one of my all-time favorite episodes. It debuted the amazing Red Armored Ranger power. And we did have a figure of release of it in 1999. However, I have never been able to get a hold of that figure and have it. If anybody has and is looking to sell it, let me know. I would definitely be willing to. So, I really want this to come to the Lightning Collection line as a deluxe figure because it is something I would extremely love to add to my Lost Galaxy collection. And, I mean, the Red Armored Ranger, it is one of the lesser popular battleizers because of the very clunky look to it. But I mean, I absolutely love it personally. I thought it was an amazing one. I mean, just in general, the Lost Galaxy finale, it showed how amazing this battleizer is and how critical it was, and the power level was off the charts. So, that is my number 2 pick from Power Rangers Lost Galaxy. I'd love to see Leo with the Red Armored Ranger battleizer. And hey, I mean, with Leo, we never got his Magna Talon in the Lightning Collection. So, it's a way of you could throw in the Magna Talon, or even as we got with Zeo Blue, if they ever do like a Stingwinger, they could throw in the Magna Talon with him. So, now on to the number 1 pick. The first power-up. Well, I was just about to say the first power-up we ever saw, but that's a lie. That was metallic armor. So, the second power-up we ever saw in Power Rangers, Lights of Orion. I would absolutely love to get a Lights of Orion 5-pack. That would be like my ultimate Dream Lightning Collection pack. I would absolutely love to get a Lights of Orion 5-pack. I love the Lights of Orion suit design, first of all, the exquisite design to them. And not only did it magnify their suits and you have that fantastic claw that covers their left fist. You have the Lights of Orion extension on the Quasar Saber, the belt, everything like that. You also, Lights of Orion power up on the Megazord itself was extremely cool looking, and I absolutely love the Lights of Orion look to it. I think it's the best power up. I absolutely love this power up. So I would love to see it in a 5-pack, and it also enhanced their Quasar launcher. So I'd love to see it have. I don't care if it's higher than our usual 5-pack price. I'd love to see it come with both the Lights of Orion Quasar Saber and the Lights of Orion Quasar Launcher. I'd love to see both versions of it. We've only gotten one Quasar Launcher in the line that came with Leo in Wave 8. So I would love to see this pack to give us the Lights of Orion forms of it for all 5 Rangers, as well as the Lights of Orion form of the Quasar Sabers for all 5 Rangers. And because we've gotten solo releases of these Rangers, you wouldn't have to include head sculpts for it. So I think it'd be an amazing opportunity. They wouldn't need to be included in the pack by the team. So my number 1 pick is the Lights of Orion because I absolutely love that saga in Lost Galaxy as a whole. Love the design. Love the concept of it. So it is one I'd love to see. Now, that is my top 10 picks for Lightning Collection power-ups because, as I said, to this point now, we're going into year 5, and the only power-up we've seen is the metallic armor. And there are a whole lot more power-ups we can get in the line, and battleizers included. There's a lot left that could be done in the Power Rangers Lightning Collection line. And now we do have, I talked about, how I do want versus packs to return and be more prevalent, 2-packs. But I do love the idea of the deluxe wave, and I'd love to see some battleizers and power-ups enter it, and I am all for 5-packs. I absolutely love the idea of 5-packs, so I would love to see 5-packs like Swap Mode, Lights of Orion. I think those would be excellent to do. 5-packs with power-ups. So, that is all for this top 10 list. That's all for this video. But let me know in the comments below what you'd like to see entered into the line for battleizers and power-ups, because I'd love to hear your thoughts on it. Now, that's all for this video, but make sure to follow us on Instagram and Twitter. Both names are in the description of the video below. And tune in for the rest of this week for more Lightning Collection videos. I am doing a 2023 predictions video talking about what I predict we'll see in year 5. So definitely tune into that and let me know your thoughts on what you'd like to see. Also, if you like this video, make sure to like it, subscribe to the channel, and ring that bell for notifications to keep up to date on all videos that come to the channel. So, I'll be back with more Power Ranger videos.